Picture this: explosive artillery rounds blasting across a major Southern California roadway, forcing the shutdown of the iconic I-5 freeway on Saturday due to severe risks to public safety. It's not just a headline, it's a shocking reality that begs the question, how did we get here, and what does it say about leadership priorities? But here's where it gets controversial. Could this be more about political posturing than legitimate military training? Stick around, because diving into the details reveals a tale of clashing authorities and safety concerns that most people might overlook. San Diego. In a move that sparked heated debate, California Governor Gavin Newsom released a pointed statement today addressing the need to protect public safety amid a planned live fire demonstration at Camp Pendleton. The federal government, coordinating with state and local officials, confirmed the event would go ahead early Saturday, prompting the governor to voice strong disapproval. The president seems to be prioritizing his personal agenda over basic accountability, showing a blatant disregard for public safety. Launching live rounds above a heavily trafficked highway isn't merely misguided, it's downright hazardous. Employing our military to bully those with opposing views doesn't demonstrate power. It screams irresponsibility, disrespect, and a failure to uphold the dignity of the presidency. Talk about law and order? This feels more like orchestrated mayhem and disarray. That said, we're incredibly grateful in California for our armed forces, as highlighted in our recent efforts to support military veteran families at https://www.gov/2015. California steps up to help military veteran families while the federal government is AWOL, and the immense sacrifices they make daily for our nation. As we celebrate the 250th anniversary of the armed forces, let's pause to honor the core values our founders instilled in this remarkable country and cherish the fundamental rights we all hold dear. The saga began when state officials were informed just recently that the White House had scheduled a significant gathering from Friday, October 17 through Saturday, October 18 at Camp Pendleton, featuring the firing of live artillery shells directly over the I-5 freeway. Governor Newsom didn't mince words, labeling this an outrageous display of aggression, detailed in his press office tweet at https://govpressoffice/status 197-860-85315-73636. On Thursday, October 16th, the U.S. Marine Corps affirmed that their training exercises would take place on their designated ranges, as noted in another tweet from the governor's office at https://x.com/govpressoffice/status x.com govpressoffice/status 197-884-169-02209-610, just as they do regularly, but crucially, not across the freeway. Later that same day, federal officials mandated the suspension of train services running alongside I-5, shared via the PAC Surfliners account at https://x.com/PACSurfliners/status 19789212349753888, spanning from Orange County to San Diego County for the Saturday. Late Friday, event planners reached out to the state requesting Caltrans to install signs along the I-5 corridor, warning, overhead fire in progress. And that very afternoon, local officials near Camp Pendleton witnessed actual live munitions being discharged, evidence available at https://govca.box/s/7m7u0vnpmh5qkech, close to the freeway, seemingly as a rehearsal. Come early Saturday morning, following repeated state inquiries for specifics, federal representatives disclosed that the live fire operations were slated for 1:30 p.m. that day. Given the heightened dangers to lives and the potential for driver distractions from abrupt, deafening blasts, the California Highway Patrol's traffic safety specialists recommended shutting down a segment of I-5 on Saturday, October 18. This isn't just about traffic. It's a precaution to prevent accidents that could arise from startled motorists veering off course or reacting impulsively to the unexpected noise. I-5 serves as Southern California's vital economic lifeline, ferrying more than 80,000 commuters and transporting $94 million worth of goods daily between San Diego and Orange counties. For instance, just north of Oceanside, over 65,000 vehicles daily traverse county boundaries, with roughly half of those journeys tied to employment. That translates to a staggering $8.2 million in lost tourist expenditures per day if disruptions occur. Moreover, countless truck deliveries rely on seamless access to keep supply chains humming. Imagine the ripple effects on local businesses, from grocery stores to manufacturing plants, if shipments are delayed. As a direct result of these federal plans, motorists should brace for slowdowns on Interstate 5 and connecting state highways across Southern California in the lead-up to, during, and following the event. To stay informed and navigate wisely, travelers are urged to check real-time updates at quickmap.ca.gov, http://quickmap.ca.gov, before heading out. And this is the part most people miss. While military exercises are essential for readiness, firing over civilian infrastructure raises eyebrows about whether this event is truly necessary or simply a way to flex authority. Is this a genuine training scenario or a symbolic gesture that prioritizes spectacle over sensibility? Do you agree with Governor Newsom that it's reckless, or should we trust the feds to handle it safely? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you see it as a valid use of military resources or an unnecessary gamble with public lives? Let's discuss.